Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new. Today I will be doing my April TBR. Yes, I am in the same outfit as my wrap up from March. It's literally like 10 minutes later. I have moved to my bedroom. We're pretending the outfit matches again, okay? Fine. We're pretending the hair is not a wreck. I don't have a brush. I lost it. Had to use a comb. My hair doesn't like combs. So, we're gonna be doing it the same way as we do every other month this year so far. I did not read any books on my TBR from last month. We're not doing anything about it. Last month was a bad month. We're letting me slide. The floor over here is a wreck, so like I'm working with minimal space, but it's fine. So I'm going to roll the two little dice and then pick how many books I have to read, and I guess then pick prompts. I kind of forgot about that part. Have to figure out the prompts, put them all together, whatever. We're gonna roll some dice. Alright, so we're gonna film on the floor here because my cat keeps attacking the dice everywhere else I film. So we got 6 and looks like 7, 8 books this month. Okay, so we have to read 8 books this month, which is not that bad. I mean, it's a lot, but it's not that bad. I can do that. This is our new little jar that I put all of the prompts in. So we're just gonna pick out 8 different prompts. Let's start with book number 1. There's an airplane outside. It looks like it's just a normal prompt. A book with "the" in the title. Okay, that shouldn't be too hard. Shouldn't be too hard. I'm going to choose this because I really wanted to read this soon. So this is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and it has "the" in the title by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Pretty sure most people know about this book. I have read Daisy Jones and the Six last month, so this is very exciting. It is damaged, which makes me really sad, but it's fine. That is our first book of the month. Now, book number 2 is a normal prompt, and it needs to have buildings on the cover. Buildings. I need a book with buildings on the I know I have books with buildings on the covers. I just could not tell you what. None are immediately jumping to my brain. Does that have a building? No. Okay, we're gonna go with this because I want to read the series. Everyone's been hyping it up. This is a sticker that I need to take off, but also I don't want these covers anymore, so it's fine. City of Bones. It has buildings all over the cover, so this is actually probably the most buildings I'm gonna get on a book that I own. It is by Cassandra Clare, and it is the first book in the Mortal Instruments series. I have read this book before. I've read the first 2 books in the series before, but I don't remember them. So I need to reread them so that I can read the whole series. All of them, because it's a really long series. So that is our second book of the video. Now our third. This is another normal prompt. And it says spring. So a book that gives me like spring vibes, you know? Thinking light colors. Maybe flowers on the cover. I'm gonna go with this. Secretly Yours by Tessa Bailey. It was one that I wanted to read last month, but I didn't. I just flipped through this page and saw a word. Okay, we're gonna pretend I didn't see that word and just move on with our day. But this is Tessa Bailey's newest book. I think it was released in February, and I bought it like immediately, like the month it was released, and I really want to read it. So this is my first Tessa Bailey book, actually, and I've heard mixed reviews about this, but I'm hoping I'm gonna like it. It's like a second chance romance, I think, so that's gonna be fun. It wasn't my newest book haul, so I'm gonna get through those books that I book hauled because I want to do a video in the future and I really need to read them all or I'm gonna feel really bad about myself. So that's our third book out of 8. Okay. Another normal prompt. I'm sorry if my nose sounds weird. I really apologize. Winter. We're getting all the colors. Nope. Seasons. There is a book missing on my bookshelf, I just realized. A new one I bought. Winter. So we're looking for like white or like a light blue, in my opinion. Something cold. I think I'm going to add a fantasy. Another fantasy? I think City of Bones might be a fantasy. I'm gonna add another fantasy. Whatever. The Crow Prince by Holly Black. The book cover just kind of gives me a little bit of a wintry vibe. You know, the tree branches with no leaves, the white, the black. I don't know. Gives me a little bit of a wintry vibe. So this is the first book in this series. I don't remember what the series is called, but it's the first book in it. So I have been wanting to read this for a while so that I can get into the series and read the series. It's not that big of a book either, so it's gonna be a little less of a fantasy book for me. Probably a nice refresher in the fantasy series. And it's the Folk of the Air series is what it is. But this is book 1, The Crow Prince. I think there are 3 books in it. So hopefully I can get through this series this year. Now our 5th book, we are halfway through. It's another normal prompt. Just all the normal prompts. A hyped book. A hyped up book. I have a lot of those, actually. Because I kind of just buy books and then don't read them. I'm going to choose this one because I want to. 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. I have seen this book all over the place in February and sometimes in March, but mainly February. And it was on my brain TBR, I think, for last month. I don't think it was on my actual TBR for last month. It might have been. But it was on my brain TBR. I wanted to read this last month, but I didn't get to it. So, it is now going to be hopefully read in April. It's a little second chance romance between authors, too. And it, takes place in 7 days. They fell in love in 7 days, they forget in 15 years, and then in 7 days they fall in love again. There's also single parent in it, so that'll be interesting to read. That was our 5th book this month. Okay. And now our 6th. It's another normal prompt. And it is a book you know nothing about. Now, I have plenty of those. Kind of like just buying books and not knowing what they're about at all. I feel like I'm only picking from these shelves. I'm gonna duck down real quick. Okay, I'm picking a book specifically based on the cover because it's a really pretty cover and I know nothing about it. It is Grace and Fury by Tracy Banghart. The back is what got me. There's also a bookmark in it, which is kind of cool. This is an Owl Crate book. So it was an Owl Crate at some point. And also pretty sure it's signed. So that's really cool. Hopefully I like it because I have a signed copy of it. I don't know what this is about. It says bold, brutal, beautiful. It looks like it could be a fantasy thing. sisters. Someone trapped in a life she never wanted and was groomed. So that's concerning, but it looks really pretty. Very pretty cover, very pretty spine. And I will be reading it hopefully this month. Oh, and there's a whole like written thing in the middle of this book. Okay, well, this is gonna be on our April TBR. Hopefully I like it, because like I have a whole signed thing and a whole personalized note, and hopefully we like it. The things I find at the library. That was our 6th book, so this is our 7th book. And it is a hard prompt. So that's kind of concerning. Published the year I was born, so 2004. I'm gonna have to Google that. Give me a second. I'm gonna have to go on my Goodreads. Okay, for book published the year I was born. This is gonna be a little bit, it's for me, fully. But I'm really happy it was actually like published that year. But this is a 4-book thing. The first 2 were published in 2004. The second 2 were published in 2005. This is My Neighbor Totoro, books 1 through 4. I loved this movie growing up. And I bought these in I was given these actually in February for my birthday at Disney. So now we're going to be reading all 4 of them this month, hopefully. I need to at least read the first 2, though, for this prompt. So these are added on for the prompt. These are added on for myself, and they're just being bundled together as one book. So that is our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, technically, 7th book. Now for our final book, the 8th one. My cat just fell. It's another hard prompt. Okay. Owned for more than 2 years. I have a lot of those too, actually. I'm gonna go with owned but haven't read, because some of these on here I've read and want to reread. 2 years. That actually might be hard to find. Most of these were bought within the past year. Okay. We've got Heartless by Marissa Meyer. I own Cinder, Scarlet, Crest, Winter, those 4, but I've already read Cinder and Scarlet. I want to reread them, but they don't count because I've already read them. But this one I bought at the same time, which was a couple years ago. I think like 2019. So it counts. This is like a retelling of the Queen of Hearts, I think. Something about finding her own destiny. We love that. So this is our final book, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, that is our final book. So let's go through them. For a book I've owned for more than 2 years, we've got Heartless by Marissa Meyer, which is a Queen of Hearts retelling, I think. For a book published the year I was born, we have the first and second book of the My Neighbor Totoro series, and I'm adding on the 3rd and 4th just because I want to read them all at the same time. And then for a book I know nothing about, we've got Grace and Fury by Tracy Banghart. I know nothing about it, so I can't give you a description. I don't remember what this prompt was. I think it was Hyped. Yeah, I think this was Hyped. 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. It is a second chance romance between 2 writers. For winter, we've got The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. It is a fantasy series, a young adult fantasy series. For spring, we've got Secretly Yours by Tessa Bailey. It is a second chance romance, I think. For buildings, we have City of Bones, the first book in the Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare. And then for a book with "the" in the title, I have The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. So this is our April TBR. It's a pretty big one. Hopefully I can get through them all. I think I can. I think we're gonna be good with this. But I'll see you guys next time. Like, subscribe, and comment down below about this one specifically, Grace and Fury. I'm very interested in this book. Have any of you read it? Is it good? Hopefully it's good. I'm hoping it's good. I have a good mix of fantasy, romance, graphic novels, all in this. I think we've got a good little pick for this month. Bye guys!